Stock's Underhood Specialist presents the Automotive Blackboard Series 101.1. Oh, where did my antifreeze go? Good question. Most coolant leaks are easy to locate and verify, but not always. Leaks can be caused by a loose hose clamp, a ruptured hose, a thermostat gasket, a water pump, a heater core, a radiator tank, a freeze plug, or a few places in between. Most leaks are external and can be traced to their source. Sometimes it's not that easy. Our case study in January of 2012 is a 1998 GMC Jimmy with 42,191 original miles. Here's a short story. Nothing was found in the garage floor driveway. A previous mechanic didn't find any signs of leaks, but antifreeze was still being added from time to time. The owner kept the log when antifreeze was added. So, where'd it go? We pressure tested the system to 15 pounds, and it kept leaking down. We visually inspected the engine from above and below, but we didn't find any visible leaks either. So, if no visible leaks were found externally, then that suggests that the leak is internal and that the engine is hemorrhaging. So how can we prove it? First comes the orange antifreeze dex cool, then comes the contaminated engine oil. So, how did this happen? Antifreeze has circumvented a seal or gasket and is contaminating the engine oil. The two gaskets that are most likely candidates are the head gasket and the intake manifold gasket. In this case, the intake manifold gasket is most likely. Gasket failures occur because of bad design, poor installation, not following procedures, and or corrosive antifreeze, pH being below 8%. We have more evidence. Over time, antifreeze and oil will combine under the pressure of the oil pump and form a milky substance. This milky substance collects in the engine like moss or cholesterol and hampers proper lubrication. Like cholesterol, this sludge can be a silent killer to your engine. The intake manifold was removed. What we found was the rear coolant passage was leaking antifreeze into the lifter valley area, where engine oil gravitates back to the engine oil pan. The cause? Gasket failure. The lower edge of the gasket failed, allowing coolant under the pressure to seep into the lifter valley. A close-up shows sludge buildup was found underneath the gasket surface. When air blends with Dexcool, it gels. Some final thoughts. Always identify the source of any leak, especially antifreeze. It can flow into an engine or transmission and cause considerable damage. Flush antifreeze every 2 years, 30,000 miles, or when the pH has dropped below 8%. When draining engine oil from a vehicle that has had a loss of coolant, observe the first few trickles of fluid from the oil pan drain plug for trace evidence of antifreeze.